The U.S. southern border is witnessing a surge in illegal crossings, with numbers reaching unprecedented levels. A new wave of migrants is arriving from China, raising alarm bells in Washington. This unexpected trend has prompted urgent discussions among policymakers. 14 Republican lawmakers, spearheaded by Texas Representative Chip Roy, are demanding answers from the Biden administration. They seek clarity on the measures being taken to address this issue. They are particularly concerned about the national security implications of this growing trend. The lawmakers point to the Chinese Communist Party's increasingly aggressive stance on the world stage. They believe this could have far-reaching consequences. Fiscal year 2023 saw a record high of 24,314 Chinese nationals crossing the border. With fiscal year 2024 still ongoing, that number has already been exceeded. Recently, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, announced a new charter flight for Chinese nationals, marking the first large-scale charter flight since 2018. However, lawmakers point out that the flight carried fewer than 150 illegal immigrants, while only 288 Chinese nationals were removed in fiscal year 2023, merely a small fraction of the tens of thousands entering the country. The 14 Republican lawmakers argue that the CCP cannot be trusted, and its citizens might pose a risk to U.S. security. The possibility of espionage and other threats is a major concern. The concerns over Chinese migrants are rooted in a broader anxiety about China's rise. China's economic prowess has grown exponentially. It is now the world's second-largest economy. This economic might is coupled with an increasingly assertive foreign policy. This worries many in Washington. The CCP has shown a willingness to use its economic leverage for geopolitical gain. It has also ramped up its military activities in the South China Sea and elsewhere. The U.S. sees this as a direct challenge to its global leadership. Further fueling anxieties is China's lack of transparency and its poor human rights record. Adding to the complexity is China's unwillingness to cooperate with U.S. efforts to repatriate its citizens. China is among several countries labeled as recalcitrant by the Department of Homeland Security. These countries routinely refuse to take back their nationals who have been ordered deported from the U.S. This lack of cooperation creates a significant challenge for U.S. immigration enforcement. When a country refuses to issue travel documents for its citizens, the U.S. is often left with no choice but to release them into the country. This is particularly concerning when dealing with individuals who may pose a security risk. A key point of contention is the use of visa sanctions. The U.S. has the authority to impose visa restrictions on countries that refuse to cooperate with repatriation efforts. However, these sanctions have been applied inconsistently, according to critics. Lawmakers argue that the Biden administration has been reluctant to use this tool, particularly against China. They believe that fear of jeopardizing diplomatic relations is hindering efforts to enforce immigration laws. They are calling for a more robust and consistent application of visa sanctions to send a clear message to uncooperative countries. In a heated press conference, Representative Chip Roy and his colleagues voiced their concerns about the lack of transparency from the Biden administration. They have sent a letter to DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, demanding detailed information on Chinese nationals encountered at the border. The letter emphasizes the need for clarity and accountability. They want to know how many have been apprehended, how many have been released, and how many have criminal records. This data is crucial for assessing the potential risks and formulating appropriate responses. The American people deserve to know the extent of this national security threat, said Representative Roy in a statement. Transparency is key to maintaining public trust and ensuring safety. The Biden administration's open border policies are putting our country at risk. Lawmakers argue that without stringent measures, the situation could escalate. The lawmakers are also seeking data on the administration's efforts to secure cooperation from China and other recalcitrant countries on repatriation. They believe that international cooperation is essential for resolving the issue effectively. The recent influx of Chinese migrants has also reignited long-standing fears of espionage and covert operations. Some experts believe that the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, might be using the ongoing border crisis as an opportunity to infiltrate the United States. House Republicans have emphasized the potential risk of Chinese espionage at the border, even holding hearings on the issue, but Democrats have dismissed these concerns as fear-mongering. Historically, the CCP has a well-documented history of engaging in various espionage activities around the world. It has been accused multiple times of stealing intellectual property, conducting cyber attacks, and compromising sensitive information from the US and other nations. This adds another layer of complexity to the already fraught and contentious debate over immigration and border security, making it a multifaceted issue that requires careful consideration and vigilance. Thank you for watching till the end. Stand up for free speech and help protect the free exchange of ideas online. Please like and subscribe to help us reach more viewers.